Right? If you're addicted to social media, try to set that shit down. Right? It's legit. It's an addiction, bro. Welcome back to the King's Experience. I am your host, Mark Chill, and obviously we got my man, Jeff Jizzle from Naptown. That's Indianapolis, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening, bro?
Chilling, man. I'm happy to be alive.
It's a national holiday. It might be international holiday.
Toke it up. Light it up. Roll it up.
If you partake, enjoy yourself safely.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on this Melonade lately. If y'all have ever had that, it's a sativa.
Which means?
I like weed that gives you, kind of gives you energy and makes you want to move. I don't like falling asleep and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to be productive.
I like that. I'm with that.
So this shit makes you hyper fucking focused. It's like cocaine, nigga. And I've never done cocaine. So it's what I had assumed cocaine would be like.
More like that pill in Limitless.
It is kind of like that Limitless pill. I actually watched that movie the other day. It makes me super dialed in.
I may need that.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I'm distracted.
And I don't even get paid for saying that shit. But no, one thing that's been on my mind lately, bro, is I've been on this journey. I'm on this journey, right? I'm just trying to find peace. I'm trying to find my peace. And one thing that I noticed is that I feel like my brain's trying to reprogram itself. You know what I'm saying? Like all day we look at computers or phones, or you know what I'm saying, whether it be social media or your job shit, whatever it is, you're looking at some screen. Mm-hmm. Damn near all day. And I'm of age where I remember, like, we ain't have phones. It's crazy how much time is spent on looking at a screen, man.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that, bro?
Well, I think you're right on the money. I also think they changed the whole market. Like, we started with phones. It was, to even text. When text became a thing, you had to hit, 3 times to get to get a C.
It's enslaved us.
But that's what I mean. They've changed it so we can do everything on our phone. They put more and more things for us to be able to do on our phone, as opposed to having a computer sometimes.
Well, yeah, that's true. But for a lot of people, it's hard to put it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's why I said it's enslaved us, because if you addicted to social media,
mm-hmm.
right? If you addicted to social media, try to set that shit down. Like it's legit. It's an addiction, bro.
Big time.
They've created, and it's such a distraction.
Well, I mean, I think you're right on the money. Where, like I said, it's the same type of thing. If I type in workout videos, I can scroll all day long, see a million workout videos. If I, whatever you type in, you can find it. Social media is easier for me to pick up right now, and get so into the loop of it where I'm like, oh damn, it's been an hour, I ain't done no work.
It makes you feel like the world is moving on without you.
That's big.
You know what I'm saying? If you sitting in the house
mm-hmm.
all day, because let's say you work from home, or you know what I'm saying, whatever, you're looking at it throughout the day, it gets to the point where it be like, I wonder what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what's, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the point now where I'm going back to the 90s. Hey, if you need me, nigga, call me. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm glad you said that, because what I used to do a while back is Sundays I'll cut my phone off.
Right.
And we talked about that. It didn't matter what I was doing. I'm going to check in and be present in whatever I'm going to be doing there, except if I need to leave the house and I feel like I need the phone on.
Yeah, I would love to turn the fucking phone off, but I just decided, you know what I'm saying? I leave the phone on, put it in my safe. Even if I leave the house, I ain't taking the phone with me.
I do that. People get mad at me for that, but I've done that.
I don't care, man. Like, it's for my peace. 'Cause all you end up doing is, at some point in time, looking up something on the road at the red light, you know, for some of y'all crazy people, while you're driving, you know, and then it just repeating the fucking cycle.
Bruh.
I'm getting out of the matrix, bro.
Please.
I'm out of here, man.
Good.
And that's why I said earlier, I feel like my brain is reprogramming itself because it's trying to purge. I feel like what it may feel like to kick heroin or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, because it's difficult, because it's built into you now. Like,
exactly.
You're used to doing it.
Not just the aspect of the phone in itself. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking that earlier. I said, man, who did Doc Rivers coach for before he coached for the Celtics?
Oh, I can tell you.
Who?
Oh, he was in the Magics. He was at the Magics.
Right. Yes.
Oh, look at that. See, I don't need a phone. I know my history. I know where he went after that and after that and after that.
But I ain't follow my man. You know what I'm saying? So
I do. I'm a basketball guy.
And that was my time that my phone was in the safe. I was like, well, I'll find out later, I guess. You know
That's willpower too.
That wasn't willpower, 'cause it really wasn't that important to me.
No,
it was just and you kind of take for granted how much access we have to information right now.
Think about how it was as a kid, where they tell you, well, I need you to do a research paper on this.
I was thinking that earlier.
And what do you have to do the research paper?
Now?
No, then.
Oh, back then you had to go to the library. It was a place called the library, and it was a illustrious place, full of, you find all types of people in that motherfucker. Right? But you'd have to look for the index cards. Yep. The index cards was where you found your gold. Yeah, man. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, man, if you had to write a term paper nowadays, you try to avoid technology, you'd be fucked.
Yeah, I mean, but they have the online library.
No, if you had to write a paper.
Oh, with no.
And you could not use technology.
Ooh.
Like you can't. If you went to the library, you can't use your computer. You can't use your phone. You have to do your research, like we had to do in the fucking 90s.
Okay. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you'd be fucked.
Yeah, you're right.
You'd be fucked.
No, some people would be.
I challenge you. The person that takes on, that is able to do this, to write a term paper without using technology, I will give you $200.
Bro, but you got to put a certain age group on that, because our age, we know how to do that. And people younger than us.
Have you been to a library lately, bro?
Not physically. I went to one online yesterday. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
Being honest. So I haven't been to a physical library in a while. Okay.
All right. I've been to a library recently. The card system don't exist, bro. It's gone. It's online.
What do you mean?
You've been to Barnes and Nobles?
Yeah.
All right. You know how you go in there and you get on the computer to search for your book?
No, I just asked them at the front.
And then they get on the computer and search for your book, right? The card system is gone, bro. It's all on computers. If you could not use technology, you can't ask them. If you went to ask them, they couldn't use the computer. They tell me where this book is, but you can't use your computer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You'd be fucked.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it would be.
I challenge you. I might do it just for myself, just for shits and giggles. It can't be something that you know in depth.
But how are you gonna know?
What do you mean? How am I going to know?
I'm saying, so we're putting stipulations on things. We're saying, we're going to shout that out to everybody. We're going to challenge y'all to do this.
You have to document the fact that you're doing this without,
Word up.
Technology.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I mean, you got a good point, man. You got a good point. You can't even do it. There's nothing you can do. You have to use it.
It's impossible. Because then how you going to get it to me?
You got to use technology.
You got to mail it to me. No, you got to mail it to me. You got to use a typewriter.
We didn't mail it to the teachers. We walked it into the class.
Yeah, but this is going to be international.
You're right, but look, you never wrote a paper. You didn't write a paper anymore. You stopped writing papers probably before high school. You stopped writing papers physically. You were on a computer at some point.
Yeah.
Even
that's
with
why
us.
I say you got to get a typewriter.
Damn.
But yeah, man, I'm on this journey for inner peace, bro.
Listen, we all are. I'm glad you getting after it, brother.
Yeah, man. I think we're all on this in a healing stage right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everything I see, and maybe it's just my fucking algorithm. I don't know. But it seems like everybody's in this healing stage.
Could be.
Which is great. It's great that everybody's aware. I think the problem is because we're addressing a lot of the traumas that have deep rooted shit. Mm-hmm. Everybody's a little suspect of everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm suspicious of you just because, you know what I'm saying? You get a hint of some shit like, I don't know.
Red flags.
Yeah, but sometimes I think sometimes we magnify some shit.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's different than opinion. That's different than like a lot of stuff you can find in that.
And I think that there's a rare kind of love. There's a very rare kind of love, and you see it in movies.
Oh man, it's just fake. What do you mean?
But it is real too, because all stories stem from some form of reality.
I think it's this.
That's why it's rare.
It's rare because they have a vibe. I think I love when people say the vibe. When they really push that before you got that vibe. If you're old enough to know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Before that, I do think there is something with two, like, I don't know, I'm gonna go deep. Two souls connect. And if they feel like, there's two peas in the pie, this is your soulmate, this is all those words that go along with that, where you really are in tune with each other, where you stop, they start, and they pick up the real slack, or it's really like hanging with someone you spend time with the opposite sex, and it's seamless. Like y'all don't even know y'all been spending that much time together. That's the different kind of love.
Hey, but you know what though? I think that's the type of stuff that comes when you don't put an emphasis on trying to be something.
What do you mean?
Like sometimes when you want something, it's like you fight really hard for it. It's like, oh man, I want to make this. I want to make her my girl. I want to I want to have this relationship. Yada yada yada. Whereas as long as you can just get along, hang out and do shit, and then that you're creating a friendship. You know what I'm saying? I think the best relationships tend to be more so stem from friendships.
I agree.
And not like friend zone type of friendship. You know what I'm saying?
That's different. That's a different thing.
Because you see that too, where it's like motherfuckers try to kick it with you and like, yeah, man, I just
but they always do something.
I don't see you like that.
But that's the thing, like you may have put someone in a friend zone and they still feel like they got a shot. Like, so they think if they hang around long enough, they got a shot. I just gotta hang around, and you'll come around. That's different than what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's that for me. That's where I'm at in life, man. It's like I want to be able to kick it with you. You know what I'm saying? See if it's something that like I'm fucking with you. I like you. So I'm investing my time.
And that's important because
time is important. It's
time
like
stops
a
for
motherfucker
no
to me.
person.
You know what I'm saying? Time
The clock's ticking right now.
Of utter importance to me. And if I'm going to invest my time, I like you. But on the flip side, don't waste that shit.
Nah, that's the other side.
Oh, man.
That's the other side of the coin is this, that.
I am very unforgiving. That is as loving and cool. I'm very unforgiving about my time being wasted, nigga. That's like scorched earth, nigga.
See, now that's yeah. I don't blame you at all.
Because I'm on a mission.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm on a mission.
But no, yeah, I'm with you. Like I feel what you mean. But time is money. Time is also money, especially when you own a business. If you're in a business 24/7, the business don't stop like your work hours do. You still working.
That is work hours.
Working as always.
It's always work hours, man.
Mm-hmm. What do we do to stop being fixated or stop the world? Like I saw this, I can't remember which country it is. I can't remember. It's China. I can't remember. But they said that they're having the signs on the ground because people are so busy looking at their phones that they don't even look up to see which light has changed. So the lights are changing on the ground.
I ain't seen that, but that's
a new level of that. There's also the other side of, I saw this thing once where it was one kid like walking around, and I gotta find it. It was on YouTube, and he was literally like, he's the only person that's awake. And I say awake as in not woke, but whatever. Everybody else around him is on their phones, and there's a manhole. If you don't know what a manhole is, you don't have a sewage. It's the hole that they have in the middle of the ground that the sewage runs through, and everybody's walking in this hole because they're too busy looking at their phones. It's just like, people you've seen who run into people or fall down or run into walls. All that.
That's the world. That's the world changing for people. What I mean by that is, it's instead of making people change, it's like, all right, the phones, doing this shit, it's making us dumber.
Absolutely.
It's really making us dumber. And there's a movie that came out like 20 years ago.
Is it that long?
Easy.
Idiocracy is 20 years ago?
Easy. Idiocracy.
Damn, that's 20 years.
That's the world that we live in right now, bro.
Literally.
That's the world we live in. And it's
we're not totally there yet. We're close. We're moving in that direction.
Man, yes.
Big time.
Yes. And it's all because the technology, bro. We've brought this now full circle.
Get out the Matrix. And I think the Matrix is real. I'm glad you said that you called it the Matrix, because if you look at that movie and you really think about it, and you think about being unplugged to something,
yeah, man.
You think about waking up and you're like, oh, okay, this is how it works. If you haven't done this, do this. This is my challenge. I know he had a challenge earlier. My challenge is sit back and really think about the things that are happening around you. Like, listen to the stories, but listen to the underlying stories in the stories that you hear. Listen to the commonalities. Listen to the Simpsons are a good thing. People talk about the Simpsons predicting the future, where they say crypto, they say Donald Trump's going to be president. They say all this stuff in this show, and all of a sudden things happen. Is it coincidence, or are they setting us up for the reality so we're prepared? We know that it's going to happen. So
if that's the case, I need to give the creators of the Simpsons a call. You know what I'm saying? Hey, put your boy in an episode as
something.
Hey, if they predicting the future,
bro. I mean, but are they tapped in? Is that really what it is? They're really tapped in. They're just setting us up to. They're making us more comfortable. This is what someone said to me. OG said this to me. Are they saying things now to make us more comfortable for things that are going to come?
That's hard. It seems that way. I think that there's two ways you could look at it, right? You could look at it from a logical sense, which is they're just writing shit that would be funny, based off of the time. In the 90s, Donald Trump being president would have been like a funny thing, kind of like Saturday Night Live, so so to speak. The other way that you could look at it is, in the sense of like they're aliens or some shit that they have a time machine, they could look into the future, you know what I'm saying? Like they're the people that was behind the Phoenix Lights, Sinaga, however long ago, like so one sounds more realistic, but it's fun to entertain the other side as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I mean, seeing both sides of the coin, man, is I think that's what I'm saying. The bigger picture of it, because it's a lot out there, and we ain't in the meetings.
Just take a break, man. I know people take social media breaks. You know what I'm saying? Like, take a break, enjoy. Put your phone, like, realize how freeing it is.
Okay,
just put your phone down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, enjoy the time of the real. Like, we're only here for a short period of time.
So, two things I gotta say today. Now that you brought that up, I'll start with this one. When you lose people in your life that are important to you that aren't coming back, like a mother and a father, no one can explain that, and I have to say it that way because someone explained it to me the other day brilliantly. You figure out that time is different. You may be riding in the car and you may turn off the radio just to hear just the noise and be appreciative that, dang, like I'm really like driving, like I'm actually able to do this. Like, you look at the smaller things. The small things are important to you because you're like, listen, I really don't have to be here because these people aren't. And it gives you a different perspective where you are on sometimes, depending on how you look at life, you are on you know what? That's why I said I'm happy to be alive, man. We didn't do bro, it could be so much worse. Like, y'all don't even know, man. Yeah. It's so much worse. We doing good, man.
I rode up to, what's it called? Dobbins Peak, Dobbins Point, Dobbins something. And when you get to the top, it's like, where the red lights is, the towers.
Yeah.
On the mountain.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Okay.
Now I went up there, man. I had never been up there before, and looking out the city, you know what I'm saying, just looking over the horizon, it just made me realize how small we are, bro. Like, we're a speck.
Tiny.
We're a speck in the world. Like, you sit up there and it's quiet up there, but you could hear the constant noise from down below.
That reminds me of like the Who's in the Christmas story, The Grinch, where he's sitting on the top and he's like, damn, look at all this, look at them making all that noise. You know what helps me understand that too is traveling. And I haven't been the biggest traveler, but I have been a few places. Like, I went to Hawaii, and I got there and I sat on the beach and I just sat down and just looked out and just was looking out. I just wanted to just sit there. I don't want to be on the phone. I just want to like really take in this moment. Man. And even flying over the water and all you can see is water. That's a different perspective when there's nothing you see but water.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that haven't left their state. They haven't left their city. You know what I mean?
But you know what, though? I'm pretty sure if they did leave and they flew over that body of water, they'd all have the same reaction.
But that's the point, is, like you said, live life. Like, there's so many people that I've talked to over the years. I'm like, come out here. And I'm going to tell you how many came out here. And it's a big goose egg. It's a big 0. And listen, if you ain't come, that's on you. But I'm saying, like, we have to see something outside of what we see. We have to learn and grow. We have to process. We have to enjoy life, like you said. And it ain't just in these bottles and in this club and in our surrounding areas.
But here's the caveat to that.
Okay.
You got to do it at your own time, at your own pace. I think that's the part where we're so disconnected, is because we want everything the way that we want it. You know what I'm saying? We being in the Matrix, we have the ability to tailor everything the way that how you want to tailor it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to watch this type of movie. All right, this movie's out of your category. You know what I'm saying? You could tailor your life. You want to feel this type of way when you high? This type of weed will do that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to feel this type of way, are you going through this? Like everything is tailor made. We're so, and that's first world problems. It's first world problems.
Oh no, I agree. I just think it's what I've said this before. Well, I'm just gonna say it now. It's like a McDonald's menu. It's literally what it is, and that's life. That's choosing people that you want in your life. That's choosing, like you said, whatever you're gonna do. You have this menu, and you're able to, like you said, I want to watch these kind of movies. I want to feel this kind of way from the high. I want to drink this kind of liquor because it makes me feel this way. I want to date this kind of women because that's how I would like.
But it wasn't always like that.
No, I think we never thought of it like that. It's always been like that.
No, because again, this goes back to technology.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying now the way that we can cookie cut.
Yes,
what we
can
want.
do everything
Facts.
that we want to do
That's
the
true.
way that we want to do.
That's real. That's
because
real.
of like technology just fucked us, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's at first it was cool. It was real cool. It was like, damn, we playing games on the computer and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Tetris, and we're like, oh, this is cool. You was excited when you got an email. You know what I'm saying? Right. Oh, you got one email. All right, cool. What's
AOL? Do. Oh, we got an email. Oh shit,
man. Now I was like, nigga, what is all this bullshit in my inbox?
You know what? I figured it out.
I get more email than I get real mail.
You've touched on something, and the major thing is this: is it more of, and I'm a thinker. Is it more of, if I give you all this stuff to play with and give you all these distractions, you won't pay attention to what I'm doing on the left-hand side.
Exactly.
And how the world really shakes and moves, because people think they're shaking and moving, and you ain't making nothing, bro, compared to what's really happening.
Yeah, he's got it, guys. Absolutely. That's what it is. That's why I said earlier, it's a distraction.
It's a distraction.
Do you know how much gas is right now?
Unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
Here, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
People don't watch the trends? They're like, oh my God, gas just went up. But gas goes up at certain times. If you pay attention to the trend of the world, gas goes up at certain times. War times, election times.
But I think there was something that happened recently where some barrels of oil was lost, if I'm not mistaken, or something was dumped into,
or something like that.
Right.
But if you don't pay attention, you just be like, dang, gas went up. Why gas go up? It's a recession. Why is it a recession?
It's like, it's just everything's happening at once, though.
Yeah, we're in a whole nother ball game, and I think millennials have gone through a lot of shit.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Shout out to my millennials out there. I'm a millennial, 85, ride or die, best year.
84.
Don't say nothing.
No.
I digress. 85, shout out to the millennials out there. Yeah, we've endured quite a bit. We've endured war, two wars.
Mm-hmm.
Two wars.
Y2K.
Y2K.
We've done 9/11. We've had
9/11.
Of course, we watched. We've seen a lot of stuff, man.
Tupac and Biggie.
All the tragedies.
The Berlin Wall. Yeah, the Soviet Union fell.
But these are things that you also may not be able to read in your history books either. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
No, this is just shit that happened in our lifetime.
Yeah, but
these are the things that
they may not have read about it in their books.
Oh man, our demographic is our age, bro.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, like, you know how they say like they're taking things out of the curriculum, and I'm wondering like what is what. But shout out to the millennials. My bad, I digress. Like he said.
We appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all in the next one.
1,000.
Have a great weekend or a great week whenever you're watching this. Love.